Hello and welcome back to Coastal Point, my very own custom neighborhood that I build in The Sims 2 from scratch. Today we are doing one of those quick builds. You know, one of those. Well, another one of those. We're gonna build a grocery store. But before we get into that, I thought we'd do like a little overview of the island, what it looks like at the moment. I've had a few comments asking for that, so I just thought, let's please the people. We'll start with what I call the industrial part of the island. It's like the working harbor. Like the other harbor is more for aesthetics or like tourists. But this is the more labor, hard-working harbor. It's where people actually work. Maybe it's for importing and exporting goods. Maybe it's more like a garage or a mechanic for boats. So maybe fishing boats or other type of boats come here to for repairs and maintenance and stuff like that. And we also have the gas station. For me, it just makes sense that it's so close to the ferry docks. So, you know, maybe if you need to drive far after you get off the boat, you need to gas up, or when you get off the ferry and you realize, oh, it doesn't have any gas, the gas station is close by. I don't know, it just made sense to me. That is like next to the ferry. Here we also have what I call, well, the bus hub, basically, the bus station. And that also made sense for me to have it near the harbor. Also, I imagine the bus station is near the school. I don't know why, but that also just makes sense in my head, that they're next to each other. So we have a school next to it, which in my head is an elementary school, like for younger kids. And then the older students might need to go to the bus station to catch a bus. To like go over the ferry, or maybe they walk. Maybe there's like a bus going around the island, picking up all the kids, going to the bus station. The younger kids go to the elementary school, and the older kids get onto the ferry, go over to the mainland where like the high school is, or something like that. That's kind of the idea. Now we have what I'd call the center of town, the town square, or like, yeah, the town center. This is where like all of our community lots are. I feel like this is the area we've spent the most time working on. Or at least that's how it feels to me. Now I'm not sure that I think about it. Maybe I've spent a lot of time in other places on the island. Anyways. But as you can see, there's still a lot to build here. A lot of empty lots. And I am a bit unsure about what I want to build here. But I am thinking that these two like central lots should match in style and vibe with the ones opposite to them, the ones I've already built. So the question is just, what should they be? Like, what's the purpose with these community lots? Because I feel like I've already built everything you can have in here, or like in these type of buildings. So if you have any suggestions for what these lots could contain, let me know. Then we have the church, and across from the parking lot there's another empty lot. I had an idea of turning that into like a community hall, because that's something I grew up with, where after church you'd go to another building for coffee and socializing and stuff like that. But I think, if I remember correctly, I think I managed to fit that into the church itself. So now I don't know what to put there. So yeah, we'll see what happens with this lot. You know, if any suggestions, again, let me know. Then we got this little farm area. I don't know if it's unrealistic to have a tiny farm like this on an island. I mean, is it really worth being a farmer with such a small patch of land? But I don't really know what else to put here, and I do like the idea of having a bit more, I don't know, just decoration for the island, and I do like the look of farmland. So yeah, the plan is to build a farmhouse on the lot here, but we'll see. I haven't really decided yet what to make of this space. Then we've got the residential galore part of the island, which I built in an earlier episode, except for the castle, of course. I still haven't finished the castle. It's coming someday, when I feel like it. But there's not much to say here. It's just residential lots, just houses, as you can see. And as you can see, one family has already moved in. And yes, you'll get to see who they are in time. So yeah, that's the island overview. We've got the industrial area, the nightclub, the gas station, the bus station, the school, a football field, the town center, the church, a little farm, the residential area, and the castle. And that's what the island looks like right now. So yeah, shall we jump into today's speed build? You may have seen a little sneak peek of it while we were touring the island. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it. As I mentioned in the beginning, today we are building a grocery store. I always have a hard time pronouncing that. Grocery store. Store? Hello? Yes. Jesus. My Swedish accent just coming through today. But yeah, a grocery store. This store might look weird to other people from different cultures, I'm not sure. Because the inside, I built it as I know grocery stores here in Sweden. Like, there's usually, like, how am I gonna explain this? There's usually like an entrance space when you get inside the building, where like maybe you can grab a cart or something like that, and then you go through these kind of gates. Oh my god, my like international knowledge is coming through like in the way that it sucks. Maybe it's like that in every store all around the world, I don't know. But there's like these gates, and I think that's so that you can't go inside and like shoplift and then go back out without like passing the cashier. But yeah, that's what I tried to replicate on the other side. So if it looks weird to you, just be aware that's why. The inside is inspired by all the grocery stores I've ever been to in my life here in Sweden. But the outside is a little bit more inspired by the New England kind of vibe, I think. You know, I just went on Pinterest and searched for like New England grocery store or something like that, and just found a building I liked, or a building that I thought like fit the vibe of Coastal Point. And it was a little bit of a struggle to figure out what kind of building I wanted for the grocery store, because if I was going for like a more Scandinavian style and truly stick to like the coastal vibe, but also like the rural coastal vibe, you know, there's a big difference between like the more wealthy coastal vibe and the more rural parts of the coast. And I want Coastal Point to feel like it's more rural. This has been an island full of fishermen and stuff like that. It's not really meant to be for the rich people. So if I was going to build a grocery store that like fits the coastal rural parts of Sweden, it would probably not look very nice. So yeah, not that I am judging the grocery stores of rural Sweden. Well, I am. Okay, I am. I don't think I've seen a lot of like pretty looking grocery stores in Sweden overall. So that's why I landed on, let's make it more New England or American looking. I think, like, maybe I am so wrong. You know, I've never been to America. I don't know what it looks like. So if there are any Americans that are just like, what the frick are you talking about? This doesn't look American at all. I'm sorry. But yeah, I was searching for New England grocery stores on Pinterest when I built this building. So you can't blame me. You can only blame Pinterest if it looks weird or wrong. So yeah. I'm right now struggling with the cashing out part of the store. I have this custom content things. I don't know. I think something has gone wrong when I downloaded these cashier stations, because I think I am missing something. But I think I figured it out okay. And I am also gonna place. I will. Yes, I have placed them already. I am also placing this like. Hello? I can't talk today. I can't. No, what was I gonna say? I forgot. I placed the self-checkout stations. That's what I was gonna say. And that's like the best thing that has ever happened to me. The self-checkouts. Oh, I'm truly a Swede. I love just going to the grocery store, not have to talk to anybody, get my things, check out without talking to a cashier, and just leave. Like, no social interactions at all. That's like the most Swedish thing. To just not want to be bothered, not talking to anyone. But I like it. I like to be left alone, okay? So yeah. I also built this like staff area right here with a bathroom and a small kitchen. It's like a break room. And I noticed when I loaded into this lot with a sim to like shoot the after footage, at first I was like, where is all the sims? Like the NPCs that usually strolls around the community lots. I also have a mod that makes that like spawns in a bunch more NPCs than usual. But I couldn't find them, but then I found them. They were all in the break room, like hanging out. There was like 20 sims in there, just hanging out in the break room. It looked ridiculous. So I'm thinking about maybe replacing the door somehow so that it looks like a door, but it's actually a window or something. Just to stop them from getting in there. But yeah. I realized also while editing that I am missing some of the footage of like the end part of me building, so you're not gonna see that, but you're not really missing out of anything big. You're gonna see the whole thing in the end footage, so don't be sad, you're not missing anything important of the speed build. But yeah, just tossing in some graffiti and some street art, you know, it's needed for the backside of a grocery store. It's included. But yeah, I think we're about to head into the final footage of this lot, and I will see you at the end. So yeah, that was the grocery store. I really hope you liked it. I'm sorry for being gone and quiet and not posting anything for so long. My reason is that I'm working all summer, and I also got a new boyfriend, so we spend a lot of time together, so I haven't really had the time to play The Sims. But yes, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye!